No way. Whoa.
No, she said go away.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
it is.
What grade are we in?
Well, this is 9th grade.
Ninth
So
grade.
Freshman year.
hormones are, I lost it way before high school, okay?
Mine was
So-
after high school.
No, it wasn't.
We graduated, 6 months after.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, I was thinking you did it like senior year.
Nah, the whole time we was together, we didn't do nothing after we broke up. And that was after graduation.
After
That's
you
right.
broke
That was
up.
after graduation. Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Where you go?
there's no way.
Yes, we were together 6 months. We tried, it wasn't going,
Okay.
and we stopped. And then pretty much just kicked it for like 4 months, hanging out. And then afterwards, it was like, hey, you trying to get closure? And I was like, sure, fuck it. And then that's literally what
Trying to
happened.
get closure. That's
That
what she
was
said.
closure.
I mean, a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow. Well, damn, I had my time. Dude, I got my timeline wrong on all
Yeah,
that
you-
shit, but I do remember things.
Yeah.
It's just a time frame. Like the time I've been hit by a car. I know it was 7th grade, but what year? What year was that?
I don't know
Fucking
what year
find
were
out,
you
dude.
in 7th grade. Holy shit.
It was the end of 7th.
Well, it
It
was
was the
after.
end of 7th grade year.
It was a year after my mom got hit. Well, hers was April 1st, so I don't know what year though.
So this is what I can say. 15. I turned 15 at the end of 8th grade.
Damn.
Right. So that's 2015.
I forgot how old you actually are.
2014. So it had to have been 2014 because it happened 3 days after my birthday.
Damn.
It was May 19th. It happened on
Why were we in
Saturday.
school still?
Huh?
Why were we still in school at that late?
Dude, we always go to school past.
Do? Did
Oh,
we?
You're
yeah.
like-
I maybe I'm just used to college
Like-
schedule where we're out like a month before everybody.
Like the end of May, generally.
Dang.
May 19th because then, after the weekend, I went into school to turn in all my books.
Yeah.
And we walk in, and in the gym, everybody stands up and claps. Tony's like, take a bow.
You bowed?
I can't fucking walk.
You fucking.
No, I didn't bow. I didn't bow.
Why are we
But
sitting
no,
up and
he
clapping
had
for
a
you?
full standing ovation walking in to
Why
turn
do I not
his
remember
stuff
this?
You
in.
remember that?
No.
Joe started it. Joe McCarthy started it.
Yeah.
Oh, what a hero.
I know.
He doesn't look both ways.
Well, that's it. And I
He
was like,
wasn't crossing the
I
road
know,
now.
I know, but still, give me a
But-
standing ovation. I mean,
it's
respect,
Crazy. It's crazy.
but like that's a little
It was
extreme.
great. I loved it.
All the girls were like, sign
Oh, yeah.
my notebook, sign my yearbook.
Well, and this is the thing. 8th grade year, I ended up getting a girlfriend, right? Well, we
Oh,
didn't know
really?
we know who it was.
Really?
But I
How
ended
was
up getting
that?
a girlfriend. That was like my first long
Yeah, it
relationship.
fucking showed.
It
Oh,
sucked.
fuck.
It sucked. But that
It
was
didn't
my
suck just for you though. Like your homies.
Oh, it was
suffered.
everybody. Yeah, no, but
His ass sleeping. We're in the basement, loud as fuck, and he's like,
I
"Dude,
know.
I gotta get up, go to church. Leave me alone."
I fucking hated it. But that was my first long relationship.
Yeah.
That was the one that I can say I remember.
The one that got away.
No. No. But that was the one I can say I remember, and that, like, I say 8th grade was probably the change of my
Yeah.
life from being like a fucking
Or fuck.
lonely stoner, like drug kid.
There it is. Yes.
So, and then 8th grade just like
You
no.
start tightening up.
Right.
But if
But-
you wouldn't have been an athlete and you wouldn't have been in the shape that you were in when you got hit by that car,
You'd
you'd
been-
have got fucked up.
You'd have been dead.
Bad.
You'd have been
Well,
dead.
I'm sure. I mean, that's what I've been told. I assume they were told by doctors.
The doctor was like in shock at how quickly you healed.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's some bullshit, bro. My mom was in the hospital for a month, and she
the
didn't
next
get done
week I
like
was sitting
that.
there playing catch and throwing the football with fucking John and James.
Yeah, like I said, that's bullshit. My
So-
mom's gone for a month. She didn't get.
I mean,
she
he
got
had
ran over.
brain bleeds.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
shit.
That's bullshit.
Helicopter
You don't remember-
to St. Louis.
You don't remember his mom at Casey's?
It
Yeah,
was
I,
the-
remember,
yeah,
I know who his mom
It was the year
is.
before.
No, how when she got hit.
No.
It was the year before me.
Mhm.
She got like pretty much ran over her head. Got
Yeah,
ran over. or
and she
something.
was on like stuck on that ditch right there under the car,
Yeah.
and her hand was stuck under the tire. Yeah, and she was gone for a month, and your ass fucking 2 days, and back at school getting standing ovations. Bullshit, bro.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't know your mom got
Yeah,
rid
on
of
April
Yeah.
1st.
that.
On April 1st.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
April Fool's. What do you
Yeah.
think when you got told that? You're like, oh, that's a joke.
I knew something was wrong because she was supposed to have already been home, and then my sister
Mm.
put up with her coworkers.
Really?
I knew instantly. My gut was hurting all day.
Really?
Yes.
So you knew something was wrong.
Oh, dude, I lost it. If it wasn't for my brother, and also my dad, because he did pull up when he needed
Yeah.
to. If it wasn't for, if it really wasn't for my brother, I'd have been fucked.
Damn.
It was rough. Yeah.
I'd have been like, no, you're joking. It's April 1st. Like,
I didn't even think about what
Like
it was.
your dad has like no clue how to tell people that something has happened to
I'm
somebody.
sure.
I've never seen him break news.
Oh, I was fucking at work. I was working
Because
nights.
Jeff got hit.
I had I had all these missed calls and shit and text messages and shit from all these people are trying to get a hold of me, and like your dad's like text message, Jeffrey got hit by a fucking car.
What is it? Exactly
Like, I'm on my phone, I grabbed my purse, I fucking booked it out. I ran past my supervisor, I said, I gotta go, my kid got hit by a car, I'm out, and I was gone. And that was it.
That's a horrible thing to break the
from Carbondale to the hospital. I mean, worked on the far side of Carbondale out by
Murphy
out by
almost?
the newspaper area.
Is that like Murdale?
No,
that is.
Because Carbondale's weird. They have a couple like DeSoto far side, and they have like
the
Murphy.
DeSoto side.
Oh shit! Yeah, you were out there.
I didn't stop at one red light.
Did
not stop at one. Did not stop at one red light. I don't know how I made it there without getting in a wreck.
Hey, give me a fucking ticket when we get here. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
Well, there's been horror stories of that happening, like parents rushing to the hospital and then they get fucking pulled over. They get pulled over at the hospital.
They could have just been following me. We could have had a
escorted
whole
you.
line of cops because I was not fucking stopping. I really was.
And I will give cops some respect there. Sometimes like I have seen stories where they'll pull someone over, they'll tell them that they'll get behind me and stay close.
Yeah.
Because we're leaving this bitch. Because there are good cops out there and they do know like shit happens. So, like they'd want it and vice versa. So that's nice.
So damn, where was I at?
Her first love was Lee.
Lee, yes.
She was fucking freshman year.
One you slept with first.
How was it? So how did it go? How did you get to the point of where you in his draws?
Was he in your grade?
That's what it is. We all grown.
Was he above your grade?
You might have been younger.
A year or two older than me.
So,
so
he had already got his virginity lost.
He was driving the car.
But he knew what he was doing when he got in your pants.
When he took your flower.
Y'all are.
Well, this is where I'm getting at because you took my dad's virginity.
Exactly. See, so
you took my dad's virginity, so you knew what you were doing.
What did her dad say? Do unto others as you want unto to you. Just like her dad said.
You said what?
Do to others as you want unto you.
Hell yeah.
She said, you know what, Dad, you're right.
No, but so what? You're 9th grade. You're probably 15, right?
14, 15.
14, 15.
Probably 14.
Because you'll turn 16 sophomore year. That's when you get your license or whatever. But
I wish.
I got technically I could have had my license freshman year.
I couldn't get my license till junior year, so.
So like, how much older is he than you are?
Like 2 years, almost 2 years. It's 1 year.
I'll be 25 this year.
Yeah, he'll be 25 before I turn 23. So he's like 2 years and some change.
So you guys graduated together though.
Mm-hmm. I started school a year early and
he got held back in kindergarten.
Yeah. You did that.
Well, Jeff, fucking, you're welcome.
Your dad.
Oh, here we go.
It's fault that you got held back in kindergarten.
You told him to hold me back.
2 ex-lovers sitting here arguing still to this day. If that ain't true love, I don't know what is.
No, because your dad wouldn't let you go and get your ears taken care of, and you couldn't hear, and you couldn't speak correctly, and you couldn't read, and you couldn't
just fucking retarded.
He struggled so bad in kindergarten. What?
That's fine. I'm used to that. You still hate that, and I don't get why. Look, he's getting mad already. He hates it.
I'm not getting mad.
Yeah, you are.
No.
You're getting frustrated. You hate
I
that.
just got a word brewing up for you. Shut the camera off.
Oh, yeah, you. Anyway, we're not
But no,
monetized.
because kindergarten was when you started in Marion, and your dad and Eva were together.
That's where I got the big old fucking blow up ball. It was big old basketball, dude. They got.
You guys lived in that trashed out, roast infested fucking trailer over there.
Damn, okay, Tonya. Holy fuck.
It was bad. No, it was bad. Some living situations his dad had.
All the agitation you put in there. Filthy, nasty, nasty. Yeah.
And Eva decided she was moving to another state, and they were getting evicted out of that trailer and shit, and your dad and Rachel was like, oh, you can take them, just go with them.
Don't talk about my lady like that. Be nice to her. She's misunderstood.
Misunderstood. She's brain damaged.
Well, she's out in the car if you want to talk to her.
She is brain damaged.
Shirley does have brain damage though after that car wreck. I mean, she was not mentally.
She had a car wreck?
She was not
She got thrown out
mentally
of a
stable.
Don't have a fucking semi. What's she doing in a
Not
semi?
a semi.
That's what she
This
says.
was a Suburban.
She says semi.
She was not in no damn.
Well, it's that brain damage, Jeff.
Okay, but understand this. For her to be thrown out of a semi is not unlikely. She was probably a truck stop whore.
Well, she was with Vic
I'm just saying.
and Ina and I don't know who all, and she was in the back, and I'm pretty sure it was a Suburban, and she wasn't buckled in, and they rolled, and she went out a window.
Yeah, she has a spot on her head
I know.
that apparently I tried hitting.
Well, you should have hit it.
Oh my gosh,
with a
guys.
brick.
Leave
Well-
my lady alone. She likes to
She
tickle.
came over one day and she's like, "Don't hit me, Jeffrey. If you hit my soft spot on my head, I'm dead." And I apparently went to go fuck it.
Jeffrey's like, where's the soft spot?
Yeah, I went to go for it, dude. Yeah, so I was almost a murderer. I could have went down that path. And fuck Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, for the last time she walked out on him, she walked out on him on his birthday. I mean,
Damn, that's fucking tough, dude.
And I was sitting at the screen door. I was like, "Mommy."
Jeff, if I give a fuck about you, I feel bad for
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
She had every right. She's a great woman. I almost just lied blatantly.
did you ever even call her mom?
I don't fucking. I mean
but-
from the time I can remember, no.
Anytime I've heard him talk to her, he's like, "Hey, Rachel, where's my money?"
Yep.
Let's get out of the hospital.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't put you there. Where's my money at? God damn, Jeff.
Well,
We say they're trying to smoke.
damn, we keep getting off track. We have a time limit.
Well, the problem is there's so many stories that we all like pop up in our
I know.
head, and
We got 30 minutes.
we're all kind of corresponding. You got 30 minutes? Oh, we gotta do. Okay.
Pick Violet up from school.
Well, we got really 45, but we gotta end up.
Yeah.
All right, so look. So, 9th grade, you're with Lee. He takes your virginity. How was that relationship? It's your first real relationship, probably. Serious. How long did you guys last?
I don't know. A few months.
I thought you were gonna say a few minutes. I was like, that is not
Yeah,
the
a
question.
few minutes.
That was
A
not the
few
question,
minutes.
Tonya.
We met on a hayride and got it
Oh
on.
no, I thought you were talking
and
about your
then that
first
was
time.
the end.
I thought you were asking.
Yeah.
I was-
A few minutes.
I was like,
Right, was a few
whoa.
minutes.
First time I'd never finished.
That's wild, dude. That's wild.
I was too afraid to get pregnant, and I had a condom on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that is.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Dude, I'm just young Rick, little 17-year-old boy.
Oh my god. So anyway.
How did he hang out with you so much?
Because his dumbass fucking
still-
forced me to be his friend. I was back there hiding from him and his dad, and he goes, "Hey, you know how to play Minesweeper? No. Here, this, and this." And then he pulls a fucking chair up, and we're sitting here playing the fucking.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I do vividly.
I don't.
I was sitting back there in my uncle's chair.
Oh wait, you are Gerald's
Gerald.
nephew. I
Yeah.
forget
He used
that.
to always watch me. They'd always come over.
Well, you
and,
knew where Gerald lived.
yeah, and I know when they would come over, and I just go back there and play Minesweeper because I was antisocial. And he's like, I remember once like Jeff came back to like do something in the kitchen. He saw me. He goes, "Hey, you playing Minesweeper?" I'm like, "Uh huh." And he's like, "You know how to play it?" I was like, "Uh-uh." And he's like, "Show the buttons," and he shows me, and then he pulls a chair up and he sits there, and he hasn't left me alone since. So,
Bitch, whose house you at?
who invites me over here? You called me at work and said, "Hey, come over after work. We're recording."
Who
You
got
called
the
me.
car and drove over here?
Tonya, this ain't about that. Anyway, so you fucked his dad. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You know?
Oh,
Let's talk
I
about
did not.
You did?
Never.
You
He fucked her.
Yeah, no, she
Never.
fucked him. She deflowered him.
Yes.
She popped his fucking cherry.
You know what?
Y'all
Was
are-
that your goal or what? When you met
Was-
him, it's like, damn, I would take that bitch.
Was he an
Because
attractive?
guys in high school are like, I want to take everyone's pictures.
See, I never thought that, but I always have liked him older.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all
But
are crazy.
What was
That's not
your...
gonna get you out of this
So,
question. That statement doesn't stop this question.
No, but alright, so it's been a good podcast, alright? We haven't gotten to stupid shit.
This
So
is
they were stupid.
this is the only thing that I want to know is about the dad. That's all I want to know.
Look, hold on. It's already been an hour and 4 minutes, all right?
Yeah.
And everything's been good up until now.
Well, this is where shit starts getting
Well, you
crazy.
took Jeff's side, so I had to throw it out
In
there.
this part of life, this is where shit gets crazy.
Yes.
This is like the crazy era, and then it starts cooling down.
The
Well, I mean-
crazy era, and then it
So was his dad at that age? Was he an attractive man?
No.
No, you know.
Take all the
You've
awkwardness
seen
out.
pictures of your dad.
I haven't seen him
Scrawny.
young. I envision your dad looks the exact same then as he does now. Seriously, I can't
This is a
imagine.
50, he's
I've
a
never
50-year-old man in high school.
I've never seen him young. I haven't.
No.
Oh.
I mean, back then, what would you have, like, was he your first goal to go to? Like, when you seen him, was he, like, attractive? I
Or
mean,
were you just
so
or
this
were you
is-
just horny? No, you
I
remember
honestly
these.
don't even know why I dated.
Were you just horny? Is that
okay,
what it was?
hold on.
Don't ask that one, Jeff.
Hold on.
No.
I honestly don't know how we started dating because I like met
He's a
him.
creeper, huh? He snuck up in there.
I met him when
Didn't
I
know
was
he was there.
dating Lee.
So were they friends or something?
They were friends.
Oh my gosh.
Was Lee like a football player?
No,
He was just.
they were both like fucking nerds.
Quick question.
Okay.
Was his dad friends with a bunch of football players? He said he was.
Dad said he was in like cahoots with.
Yes.
I don't fucking know who all your dad was friends with
Well,
because
you were.
we
How long-
were
you
we
guys-
in all reality did not date that long.
How long?
Damn. See, my dad said most of high school.
You see, yeah, he said the way he made it sound was like y'all was
Like,
No.
Locked
you were,
in.
You were the one that got away. You were his high school sweetheart.
Yeah, that's why he broke up with me to go out with Peggy.
Damn, I
Hey.
got to play him, bro.
Hey,
come
I love
on.
how he got to get on here first, and now she's like, well,
See,
here's
hold
what
on, hold on. That he said the reason why you guys broke up was
Mhm.
because John.
Yep.
Was it John?
Or his uncle. I know it was his dad's
No,
brother.
maybe this. I'm thinking about Peggy because Peggy is dating.
But he said your
So-
dad. He said your uncle took her from him.
No.
Yes, he
because
did.
hold
No,
on.
no, I didn't have nothing to do with John for fucking years.
We're thinking of Peggy because she is
I
dating
thought he
his older
did. I
brother.
thought he did that to a couple though. No, where his
No.
dad or his
No,
brother.
your dad broke up with me and started going out with Peggy.
Peggy, yeah.
And then Peggy used your dad to get to Joe.
Joe. That's
So
the name.
Joe swept in and took her from him.
No, so what she did was
But
what
she-
happened
yeah.
with.
I
Yeah.
that
Yes.
that was some shit.
That's
But,
crazy.
And I asked your dad
How
about
long were you two dating though?
hold on, I gotta shut my alarm off.
Because he made it sound like y'all was really fucking with each other for real.
It sounded like he said something about
At least
you
what I
were
was
dating
getting.
for a while.
We dated for probably a little over a year.
There you go.
That's decent.
Yeah, that is good.
How was he in bed?
For high school, that's a good
I
relationship.
mean, so, but no, he broke
Yeah,
up
we're
with
gonna
me to
go
go out with Peggy.
She heard it.
Damn. So you're probably pretty heartbroken.
Or were you more just like mad?
The thing was, based the night that your dad broke up with me, my dad ended up in the hospital
Oh.
and sent to Chicago to
Really?
have his first open heart surgery.
Damn.
That's where I was all fucked up
So there
because
was just a bunch of
Yeah.
it was just like everything hit at one
Damn.
Really?
fucking time.
Yeah, my dad's
He's a dick. And he's a player.
no, fuck that player shit. He is a dick.
Player's not always good, Jeff.
And then like I didn't go back to school for like almost 2 weeks because
Mm.
we were in Chicago
Gotta
with
take
my
finals.
dad.
Yeah.
My dad had the first 7 bypass open heart surgery that they did at that hospital in
7?
Chicago. 7.
I thought they were on like 4 or 3.
He had 7.
Damn.
Damn.
That's.
So then everybody come back to school and everybody's thinking I wasn't at school because your dad dumped me and was with Peggy. It didn't have shit to do with
No,
that.
it's-
I was literally in Chicago with
Yeah.
my dad in the hospital, almost dead.
You have real life shit going on.
Yeah, I had real life
Yeah.
shit going on. Yeah.
Fuck
Damn.
my dad.
Yeah, hey, Jeff, if you're watching it, fuck
Piece of
you.
shit.
Yeah, you fucking suck.
Like,
dude.
I mean, I was mad at him. I was mad at her. I was mad at the whole situation.
Yeah.
There's something else going
But
on.
the main thing was my dad.
Right, yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, your dad's a dick, dude.
That is fucking wild.
We're fucking out.
And
So-
he came off and played it off as like someone else came and swooped you. So
Yeah,
you broke with
yeah.
him.
No, and then so Peggy was engaged to, what was his name? Like, I was supposed to be in her wedding. Like, they were legit engaged. Like, she had a ring.
You two were friends?
And they were, oh yeah, because my dad, I grew up knowing her since I was little.
Damn, and she came up.
Because my dad and her dad worked together for a while. They did cars and shit together.
Yep.
It's like a soap opera.
It really
Holy
is.
So,
shit.
like, I mean, we had been friends, like, off and on because, like, they moved around a lot. And then I went to the other school and all this shit. But, like, she didn't just, like, go to one school district. Like, she bounced around all over the place. So I was like, we were, like, best friends from the time we were, like, 2 years old or some shit. But we were friends and we knew each other and seen each
Damn,
other
that's crazy.
occasionally. But, yeah.
And she just swooped in and took your man. Why didn't she just go after Joe?
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I really,
Sometimes you gotta take stepping stones to get to the top.
Oh no. But anyway, they ended up together and her ex thought, oh, it's boyfriend girlfriend swap.
So then he tried coming into you?
Yeah.
Did you allow it?
No. But he was nasty.
Tanya.
He was
Tonya?
nasty.
Did you allow
I
it?
did not.
Hey, we listen and we don't judge.
No, I'm serious. I didn't have nothing to do with this boy. Like, he come over to my house. It was trying to... No.
Oh, so you embarrassed him.
Like, I don't know if I embarrassed him.
He
or
definitely was
not, but
embarrassed, 'cause if he's
I-
coming over
I don't
to get
even
something and you're
fucking
not going,
remember
yeah, he
what
kinda
the hell
would.
his name was.
Oh,
But,
shit.
no, I'm not.
He
doing
probably
shit
spread
with
rumors
him.
like, yeah, I hit that.
He's like, I was up in
So
there
were
for
you
sure.
considered an attractive woman back in high school then? I mean, were guys, flaunting to you?
I mean, I had some guys flirt with me, but like after me and your dad were broke up and I started dating Tim, like nobody really messed with me because I
Was Tim
dating
just
somebody
known as-
that was 10 years older than I was.
Oh,
Oh, I was about to say, was Tim known as like,
yeah. He's the
No.
jock of the school.
he's Jeffrey Rocco's
No, I
No,
was, I
bitch.
was dating an
An old
More
adult.
like a Tate Johnson.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Or
Let's-
Jack.
Okay.
like if your
That's
daughter
even
ever
worse.
brings home somebody that's more than like 3 years
Oh,
older
no.
than her, you beat his ass.
I beat his ass and her ass.
Yeah. Yes.
If
I'm
she
a-
brings any guy,
Well,
his ass and her
I'm
ass.
gonna come over and be like, hold it, keep him there, Jeff.
We
get
will
some.
pull bad boys fucking.
Oh, he gonna get his ass jumped.
Oh,
I don't give a
that's
fuck. That's
Damn. So.
Like,
you-
I love my kids and I wouldn't give my kids up for nothing, but I really wish somebody would have smacked the shit out of me and asked
If
me
you
what the
would've-
fuck I was
if you could
doing.
have changed the dad.
Like, the whole, why the fuck did you ever date somebody 10 years older than you, let alone get pregnant and marry them?
3 kids with him.
Yeah, 3 kids with him. 3.
well, something had to be good.
Something had to be good.
I don't,
What kept you with him for so long?
Yeah. Was it the kids?
If he's such a jackass, like as much of a jackass you say he is,
he was fucking alcoholic and he was an
Mm.
asshole.
What kept
But
you
my
with him?
thing was, my parents didn't split up. And my
Oh.
parents could have split up a million times over.
Yeah.
My parents fought a lot.
You were a get through it, and
Not
go,
physical, but it
it's kind of the same thing that Dad said why he was going back to Rachel
Yeah.
because family stays with family.
But your dad's on some bullshit with that because that
well, you deflowered them.
You need that.
but
You
no.
started.
I was like, you created the monster, really.
I created
Now that
the
you think
monster.
about it, this is
Yeah.
the
But no.
original.
I had Jessica, and we got married when I was pregnant, and I had her, and I believed you stayed with your child's parent.
Mm,
That was the way I was raised.
yeah.
Now this is your uncle.
No.
I'm confused then.
Tim is not my uncle.
I don't understand the relation.
Well, we'll get
So-
there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Tim
Well, I
is
heard 30 minutes and I started trying to.
Jessica, James, and Jason's dad is
Okay.
Tim.
Yes.
Tim. Now Tim and my dad were friends.
No,
Seems like
Tim and your
everyone-
dad didn't know each other until me and Tim were together.
So hold on, were you two continuously friends after you guys broke up?
Ish. But your dad was always after my best friend at the time. His name was Penny, and your dad was always after Penny. Ask your dad about Penny.
Right. Damn, I'm gonna have to write some questions down. Fuck
Yeah, we'll have to get him back on here.
it. Who's Penny? Did he even
I
bring
think
up
he
Penny?
did say yes, he did. That's the one that doesn't remember. It's the accident.
Oh,
Huh?
she redhead?
a redhead.
Here,
Is
I'll,
she a curly redhead girl?
She's got curly, kind of brownish.
Here, I'm
red
gonna pull her
hair.
up.
You said something about she had a accident.
and she doesn't remember anything.
forgot her past or something.
I'm gonna look her up.
No.
Hold on.
See?
It might be either one mixing up girls.
No, I remember it was. I thought it was Penny.
Penny what?
I don't know his name.
What's her last name? Tanya?
I'm not gonna say it on here.
Damn, we did.
He did, yeah, he did.
So what's her last name?
I don't
Well,
remember.
that's what we don't remember. She's a curly redheaded girl because we looked her up.
That's a local person.
Anyway,
What's it called?
Hold
It
on,
doesn't
I'll
Okay,
show you
thank
the
you.
girl's picture.
but so he's
Go
always after Penny or
ahead.
whatever. Dude, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
But yeah, I thought it was Penny. He said that doesn't remember. Because if he lied about that,
Yeah, that'd be crazy, bro.
here's the thing, man. It's all documented now. So like,
Her?
Oh,
Let me
show
see.
me a different picture.
let me see. No, I don't think it's her. Well,
Hold on, let me find some pictures.
Bro, if he lied about it, oh my god.
should I
I
call
thought she
him?
had
Should I call
really-
him real quick?
No.
Okay.
I thought she had really bright red hair. Well, she does.
It could be. I think it could be her.
I don't know.
I mean, she was with this guy
Oh god.
for a long time,
It was
and
the guy I
they
saw.
dated, and she ended up having a baby with him, and they split up, and she ended up with another guy and had another child, and then she ended up with somebody else, and they had 2 more kids, and she was married to the third guy, and he abused her, I guess, like really bad.
He said something about that.
Yep.
And then she ended up running into this guy, and they got back together, and they've been together ever since.
I do think that's what happened, actually.
Yeah, I think
So I think that is the one. He said that she has brain damage and she doesn't remember.
she don't remember some of her past.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
all of her, like a lot of her past.
I don't know. I mean, I've talked to her. I mean, not in recent years, but I mean, I talked
So
to
what
her.
could have happened was he hit her up and she's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she actually asked me how he tracked her down because she had social media, but she was like hiding out from the abusive ex.
yeah.
So she didn't have her social media
Okay, but
as
see, my
her
dad is
actual name.
My dad is a tech whiz though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he could probably find anybody anywhere.
Yeah, truthfully.
But, so where were we at? You were with Tim. You had 3 kids. Then what happened after you guys? Hold on. A question you didn't answer was what kept you with him, right? Oh, you did. You did.
I did.
Family stays with family.
With the kids. I
Okay, so you
really
guys-
tried hard to stay together for the kids, but
It's probably just
don't
mutually-
ever do that.
I know that was
Don't
exhausting.
ever stay in a bad relationship because you think it's beneficial to your children, because really all you're doing is fucking
I
your
almost made a
children.
joke right there. I almost really made a joke. I refrained myself though.
Look at you.
No,
When the
you
camera comes up, you
don't,
might make one.
because you stay with somebody in a bad relationship and all you do is fuck your kids
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
They're
toxic
seeing
environment.
what
Yeah,
relationship
you're
is supposed to be
you're
supposed to be
setting
like.
a really bad example for your children. You're teaching them the absolute wrong thing.
Yep. And so you guys break up, you got divorced.
Yeah.
Right. And then what happens after that? Did you move down here with him or
Yeah, we moved here. Like I said, 98.
What
so about the same time Dad
What
did?
took you guys down here? Like,
Your
what got
dad
you?
was already in Golconda.
So he moved down here. a
Your
little
dad
bit
had
before you did.
moved. He had followed Brandy.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And then, I don't know, your dad and Tim talked all the time. They somehow fucking
They bonded over you.
weirdly enough became friends.
My
which
dad
I
said he
never understood.
My dad said he was not a cokehead.
Who was not a cokehead?
My dad.
Yeah, he said he wasn't.
Your dad did coke. Your dad did coke when he worked at the Journal. I know he did, and I have a lot of people that told me he fucking did. So
My dad said he did not do coke.
I think he
and
said
Tim
he did
did
it.
coke too. I don't know if they did it together, but
They
it
probably
wouldn't
did.
surprise
I think he said
me.
he did, but I think
He said he did it.
He said he didn't like it.
But he said he was not a cokehead.
I don't know how long he did it. All I know is I was told by people who knew and who had proof that he did.
See, everybody's got proof, but did you see the proof?
But
Well, they showed it.
apparently he
There's no
did
cameras or
it
anything like that.
when
Yeah,
him
that's
and
true.
Julie were together, and he apparently was really mean to her.
I feel bad because your dad is just getting slandered this
Dude,
whole fucking
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it's
and I'm over here praising Rachel.
You're-
this is fucking terrible. I'm sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, Rachel, the one that I walk into the hospital room like 3 hours later, and she picks him up out of the baby thing and says, "Here's your kid."
And you said, thank you.
So I guess so.
I wish they would
You
have
should have
just.
kept the fucking receipt with his
I
ass.
guess they would. I wish they would have just like, "Here's your kid," and let me took him on and been done with it.
Yeah, but then he'd have grew up racist.
I'm already racist.
I know.
No,
would've been instilled.
probably the only racist situation that could have created anything. Well, Tim was racist, honestly.
It was back then, everyone was racist. Everyone's still racist.
Everybody's so
Yeah,
racist.
we're just more.
We make it.
I would like to say my dad wasn't, but he was. But he had best friends.
It's
that,
about growing up on the belief. It's like our generation growing up and being okay
Like,
with gays. Like it's just,
in
I
my
could see- I
dad's
could see your dad
generation,
being
like
racist.
he had best friends that were black and that were Mexican, but on the same hand, he'd also talk so much
Yeah.
shit
Kinda
that
like
it
Jeff.
was
Oh yeah.
like crazy.
My kids will think I'm racist.
but also, but back in the day, black was no. And then now it's like our generation with the gays, though. Literally, it's just accepting a different way that you grew up on your belief.
Yeah.
But, I mean, two plugins don't go together. Two outlets might. Two
Two
plugins,
outlets
no.
do go together.
I mean, if there's two outlets, one plug-in can fit
they're on the
both.
same thing.
Yeah. And one
Y'all
plug-in
are
can fit both.
crazy.
One plug-in can't fit both.
But no,
Allegedly.
when we lived in 5th Street housing, you remember?
I remember Fifth Street.
Okay, there were a couple of black families over there that were
That's predominant.
I don't say, well,
were really bad news.
they were really black.
They were really black.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They were the
Hold
black
on,
that
Tonya,
you don't want to be
don't
around.
agree with that so hard. Alright? Don't agree with that so hard.
I'm sorry,
started
but
it.
it's true.
I know what you're saying.
Ricky knows what
I know
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying. I've been on Fifth Street, dog. Like, my homies at school seen this, be like, whoa, hold on. But, like,
I
that
grew
girl.
up on Fifth Street. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about.
But the people that are watching have, some of them have no clue. And they're like, oh, she is actually racist.
She is.
But really not.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah. They fucking ruined those housings over there.
Like it
As bad as it
was
sounds, but when the blacks started moving over there, that's when it started getting bad.
when they
Well, it's always
started
been
coming
bad.
in from Chicago
That's
and
all
all the
of Southern Illinois.
drugs
Southern Illinois was fine
and,
until Chicago came.
and there was a lot of bad situations, and my daughter was put in some bad situations, and you know,
Yeah.
you
Call a couple of them a hard
you
R and
wanna-
keep pushing.
you want to keep your kids safe, and I don't care what color you are. I want my kid to be safe.
Yeah. I mean, she's not racist, guys. I've been to her place
Unless it's the
numerous
white
times.
guy. Then it's fine.
No, because I don't.
I'll be honest, dude. Nowadays,
Sure.
the bad white guys are worse than the bad black guys.
Well, this
'Cause
is-
they're
I
fucking,
mean,
they're
some
offing their
of
whole
them,
fucking families
like-
and shit. They're crazy.
So
Black folk, we just gonna beat them. They just about to say we ain't gonna kill the family. We just gonna hit them. I'm not, but you know,
7th grade, we lived in the apartment with Brandy.
at the Fifth Street.
At Fifth Street.
See, I
Yeah.
remember I walked
So-
over the way there with you, and you made some fat ass, good ass burgers.
I did.
Very vividly, yes. You made 3 4 stacked burgers for you, and I had 2 doubles. You're like, just 2 doubles? That's
Yeah,
it?
and then when your dad moved out of Brandy's, you guys like lived on the edge of housing.
Yeah, we were.
Like-
Yeah, so
That was the yellow house.
yeah,
That was perfect. I hate saying I loved growing up there
yeah.
because we had so much space to fuck around and be stupid,
Yeah.
and we
But,
did a lot.
That housing and that we lived when we lived with Brandy, Dylan ended up crawling into a apartment for a woman and her kids. They were locked out, and when he walked in, there was a dude laying on the end of the stairs, drugged out. I mean, he overdosed. He ended up dying. Well, he was already dead on the stairs. Dylan didn't know that, so he just stepped over him.
Oh,
And he unlocked the door, and Dylan's like, "There's a guy laying on the stairs. I don't know what's going on there, but And so the family walked in.
That's
the dad's dead.
crazy.
You
I never heard about that.
Yeah, the dad,
Well, hell, if it wouldn't have been for James and Jason finding the guy that was passed out on our sidewalk, OD'd, and we called the police, he'd have died on our
Was it on Fifth
sidewalk
Street?
in our yard on Fifth Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I've encountered probably 7 or 8 deaths of
Yep.
OD.
You're like the guy off of Boys in the Hood. You want to see a dead body?
Right. It's crazy. It's wild.
You want to see a dead body, go to Fifth Street
Well,
or
this is
the apartment complex across from your brother.
Those aren't
Thomas?
that bad.
They are, because Corey managed that place for a while. Corey can tell you some stories where he had to go with the cops and break the door
I mean,
in
no,
for
I've-
the OD bodies.
I
in
hung
there.
out over there a couple times with the.
The ones across from Thomas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've hung out over
Yeah,
there.
those aren't good.
They're not like.
They're not good.
They're not Fifth Street.
Oh, no, it's not
Nothing's
Fifth
Fifth Street.
Street, but
Dude,
I mean,
got in
it's
a
still not a
I got in
good
a
place.
gunfight at Fifth Street. I got in a gunfight. All right, so Greg had a
Oh,
manager, a music manager over there,
Yeah.
and which I didn't have the gun. I wasn't firing or anything.
Yeah.
But I was with him, and he ended up getting a fucking gun firing shot, or firing fucking
Shots
or
fired.
whatever,
Yeah.
and it's in his fucking apartment.
Okay, but how
Yes, bro.
many situations have you been in? Because there was the drive-by when you lived in
Dude,
housing
I've
in
always
Marion.
been shot at, bro. It's crazy.
They
Marion?
lived over in the Heights, and there was
Yeah.
a drive-by
Right by
when
where I
he
used to
lived
live,
in the
7 Court B.
Heights.
Because I used to live in 7 Court B and you said on the outskirt of it. You know, like how behind the middle
The
school.
fucking apartments
Yeah,
right there in
well,
the middle of Heights.
Yeah, but those aren't apartments, they were just houses.
They're like kind
So-
of like duplex kind of deals.
But they were just houses. It was crazy. So, like, you go across
You know
the
that
street,
big ass house?
Yeah, you pointed the house
big
out.
ass fucking.
and you had a big ass glass window up front.
Yes.
Yes, and then you know, like, if you look to the left of that, or if you're looking straight out of it, and like you have like a little left slant, and then there's like a sidewalk and there's houses on each side all the way down. I used to live right there. Close to the time that you lived there. It was I lived there in middle school actually, so not close to the time.
No, I lived there in elementary.
Okay, no, it wasn't
Yeah,
elementary.
but,
My brother
like-
was in middle school.
Like he lived in so many places,
Yeah.
and there was fucking drive-bys at like fucking.
Well, the only
everywhere
thing I
they
remember,
lived.
that area is a horrible area because they had the SWAT team sitting there because somebody's held hostage. They threw a fucking flashbang in there. I'm walking out with the grocery or the laundry bin because we're getting my mom's gonna do laundry. She dropped us off, and then someone's at a tree back there with a gun, like. And then my mom comes back out 10 minutes ago. She goes, "I don't give a fuck. My boys gotta go to school. And they not miss." She said they not missing school for this shit. She said, literally,
His
she
mom
said,
is white.
yes. She's like, "I don't give a fuck. My kids gotta go to school, and they're not getting a free day just because y'all can't get nobody." And then like, "Okay, we'll go." And they're trying to like escort us and rush. She goes, "You're not gonna fucking rush me if you sit me inside." So we're just fucking walking, and then find out he was being held hostage with a fucking BB gun.
A BB.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, bro, I could have been fucking shot, but I'm gonna go to fucking school."
Well, see, I've been in, you know, gun situations at the park, at Fifth Street,
Out in Carterville.
out in Carterville, fucking West Frankfurt. So
Is you talking about the one we went to that Coke party?
yes,
Yes,
bro.
dude, we
Yes,
fucking
bro.
left. Jeff comes out that bitch. He goes, "Hey, he's pulling a gun. Let's go." I was like, "What?" Well, the thing is, so we go in there, and it's all because one of our homeboys wanted some cat.
Yeah,
So like, fuck it, we'll go. I don't got shit to do.
yeah.
So we go, and then like me and Jeff, you know, when we go somewhere, we're gonna fucking scout out the area.
Oh yeah, that's
We
all
see
we're
someone
doing.
walk into a room and they open it, and the whole fucking dresser, like 4 lines deep, from end to end, was just fucking lines of coke. Someone comes in with one eye, and like other dude has like one. He's like sleeping on the couch with no drawers and his
Yeah.
fucking shorts.
Dude, it's crazy.
Dude, no, and then like
This is wild, bro. I
for
love
some
it.
reason, that's because you were calling someone a bitch. They didn't like
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and they didn't understand the dynamic.
Yeah.
First of all, you guys are 30. We are 16.
Right.
And I'm 15. Why are you
Bro, they
being
didn't-
protective over a 16-year-old girl?
All right. They were. That's why I was calling him a bitch, because it was a grown ass man trying to hit up on someone our age at the time.
Literally, our class.
It's crazy shit.
Yeah. And then she rode back with us like nothing happened.
And she ended up staying at my house. I think we all did actually.
Thought we said tease.
You may be right.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. But yeah. I've been in multiple.
That was a crazy ass night. Right behind fucking Papa John's.
Yeah.
Goodness, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been in multiple situations like that.
But he heard.
You know,
but
if
he heard-
you're in West Frankfurt, you're going to some
Anytime-
shit.
Well, and the last time I was in Frankfurt with Jeff was with the homeboy, and we came back smelling like fucking meth.
It was great.
Our other homeboys' moms like, you guys smell like fucking meth.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what meth smelled like at the time. And now I'll never forget the smell.
Yep.
And Jeff's looking at us, and we're all looking at each other like, who the fuck? And then I remember where we came from, and I was like, got it. Yep. Great night, though. We had a great time.
It was a great night.
That was before I did anything. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do nothing.
It took a while for you to start doing stuff.
Literally going into senior year,
Yeah.
like junior year football.
All right, this became a story of my life, and
You're her baby,
we
Jeff.
haven't even started.
How you're even like in relation with each other.
Yeah. So you broke up with Tim.
Mhm.
How long has it been
Look at
since
me, Stan.
Tim to John?
Go
Was
lay
there
Um,
anything in between?
Hey, you and your dad messed around for a while. If you're asking about the shit with your dad,
So I didn't know that.
well, your dad actually told me he was gonna move in with you when I was in housing, and he turned around and snuck off and got married to Rachel.
Holy shit.
After
That's the
Rachel
worst
left
thing you
him
could do.
and went to some other state with like her fucking cousin or uncle or somebody that she was messing around with that she was related to.
Cousin,
And your dad went
uncle.
and got her. I don't know what he was.
not a random guy.
No, not a random guy, a related guy.
I have incest in my family.
So,
shocker of the fucking
and then
century.
right after that, she was pregnant with Thomas. So, but I'm pretty sure Thomas is like possibly the only one that's your dad's out of you guys.
Oh, I guarantee.
No, Thomas 100% because,
I guarantee he is.
and we've talked about this for a while because,
Thomas looks a lot like Zach.
well, and the thing
Pictures
is,
of him and Morgan when they were younger, they look alike.
Yeah.
Thomas now looks almost identical to Zach.
also,
And they literally, him, Dad, and Zach all have the same fucking walk.
yes, and when they all get upset, they
But-
walk away.
Dude,
But yeah, when they were babies, Thomas was one of the ones that they didn't think was Jeff's, but I'm pretty sure Thomas is the only one that is Jeff's.
Yeah, I truthfully, like, Thomas, Stan, go lay down. I was trying
Stan,
not to
go,
get on
boy.
you on the camera. Go. Tanya gave him, if Tanya's fault, she pet him.
Poor Stan.
Well, I mean, his whole body itches, so
Yeah.
anything you pet, he's just getting a little red rocket. Wow. So you have incest in your
So,
family. Is that why you
hold on.
like Star Wars?
Yes,
Okay.
love it.
I had to get that one out.
Bet you feel good about that.
I feel amazing. Like I feel like I just took a shit in the morning.
That is a good feeling.
Yes, it is the
It
best
really
feeling.
is.
My day
Unless
can't
it's
start.
in the middle of your workout, it fucking ruins your workout.
Nothing's worse because I'll shit before I go to work, and then I'll go to work, and I'm like, damn, I gotta finish my shit.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
No, damn, so my dad did not take that opportunity.
What opportunity? What was it?
No. And
He
then
said he would have
Fucking
moved
with you.
in with her, with me. And then he snuck off and married Rachel.
Oh yeah, that's his biggest.
oh, and
fuck
he
up.
didn't want to admit to anybody that he married her either. Like
Well, she's a dime. I'd admit it.
somebody that was
I can set that up for you.
I
your
got it.
dad's friend from somewhere. I can't remember the couple's name. They were getting married, and like literally your dad and Rachel went with them and did a double wedding.
Wow, Rachel has that in her. She did that with her current husband.
And his twin, the Elvis.
Do you know that story?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, she's married to Elvis.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
I
have
know
to leave
she's
at two-
married to
you have to leave at
Elvis.
2:15.
Yes, I have to go pick Violet up
Oh my
and take
God,
her
son of a
to
bitch.
Pick her up when? For what? I thought she don't get out
She
till
gets
3.
out at 2:30.
Damn.
And she's got to be at
Bro, we
physical
never got
therapy
No,
at
we got it in high school. We
3:15.
got it at 2:46.
2:30, my ass. These kids so damn soft, man.
Yeah, I swear, but they get
Fuck,
just
crazy.
first Monday of the fucking month.
Yeah.
You're off for school. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
We had to walk to school 10 miles up a mountain.
Yeah,
and 7 feet of
Shit,
snow.
you guys got snow days.
We didn't get snow days.
Well, you did get
Damn it,
snow
Tony,
days.
The camera don't know that. Shit. 7 feet
Shit.
of ice, 10 feet of snow.
I grew up in the 70s in Kankakee. I was right outside of Chicago. We had some fucking
Yeah.
snow, and we didn't
Y'all-
know what a snow day was.
Yeah, that didn't exist for you
I
guys.
didn't know what a soda was.
No.
Did not know what a snow day was.
Well,
Moved down here, and
you get flurries like we did today.
we,
and they're like,
yeah,
no school.
they're like, school's canceled for
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'm like,
They canceled a lot more now than they did for us. Like, people got sick in Frankfurt, and they're
Yeah.
like, fuck it, too many people sick. You guys are done for a week. Bull fucking shit, dude. We were out
No,
there
fucking
passing around flu and shit, and they're like, you're still going.
passing around fucking ass slime and everybody's taking it.
I think we should end it there. That was fucking nasty. That was disgusting, Jeff.
Can you think?
No, I'm good. I did. That's the problem. Instantly, I thought
When are you
about
gonna
it.
fix that?
I'm getting
He's
to it.
not
Ashley's
Thomas
getting
is.
fucking pissed.
Thomas. James sent me a picture of that. And I was like, the fuck happened? It was like Thomas stepped through the
Yeah, and he
ceiling.
broke one of Jeff's Legos.
So then, he broke one?
It got taken apart.
Yeah.
Because I seen him later that night and I said, oh, so you almost died today. He was like, yeah. I said, yeah, because if you'd have stepped on that
He
shelf.
felt really bad.
Yeah, I know. That's why I try not to give a shit about it, because I know he still feels bad. But if he would have stepped all the way through and broke that shelf,
I told him, I said, because if you had stepped on that shelf and knocked the, oh man. He was like, yeah, I'd have died.
Well, I was confused because Jeff was talking about me coming over and I was doing something. And I was like, well, you got Thomas. He goes, fuck Thomas. And then I was like, all right. And he's like, all right, see ya. And I was like, damn, dude, your brother's over there trying to help you. And you're saying, fuck you. We come to record 3 days later. I was like, damn, what happened? He's like, fuck Thomas. I was like, nah, I get it.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
It didn't help. I was fucking irritated at the day.
Well, plus, the roof got delayed because the rain came at a weird time.
It was just, I was so fucking irritated. I was fed up. I was hungry. And that was probably the main
Oh,
reason.
he was hangry.
Jeff gets
Don't
hangry.
fuck
It's
with
different.
Jeffrey when he's
He
hangry
turns
now.
green and
Yeah, no.
starts puffing up more.
Well, that was back.
Yeah, the cycle.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I mean, it was just.
He was menstruating. We'll just say
That's
that.
really what it was.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
It was bad. But,
I do feel bad for Thomas because I know how bad he feels.
dude,
The correlation. We're trying to get to how you guys are related.
how we're related? Well, we're not blood
We are
related.
I know
not
you're
blood
not.
related, but that's
Yeah,
my kid.
well, hold on,
Yeah, I know.
time
We're
out,
not blood
time the
related.
fuck
That's
out.
my brother.
No, fuck this. All right, we're
Oh
also.
no, actually, you're
We're
wrong.
also-
You guys are blood related. I got you, Jeff.
We got fucking. We were at a
Oh,
truck stop.
we are.
You're
We
fucking
are.
crazy.
Yeah.
We
You were
are.
fucking crazy. I could have had herpes. I could have had AIDS. I could have had whatever. Chlamydia.
And at this time of Jeff's life, highly likely.
Highly.
likely.
And this is the thing. I cut my hand on accident. Mine was accident. And I'm like, you got like a napkin or whatever. And then
Yes,
she's
we were
like,
in the
hold
car
on.
because we were going to Tennessee.
Well, we're both sleep deprived. We're, blah, blah, blah. I get out of school. She gets off work. We're going to Tennessee. We're both sleep deprived because we're leaving at 8 o'clock at night or whatever it is. And then I cut my hand and I'm like, oh, I need something to clean this up. She's like, let me cut my hand. We can be blood related. I'm like, you one crazy fucking bitch. Like, there's no fucking way that we were doing it.
We did it though.
I was forced.
You know what's crazy?
You
Every
were forced.
time she says we're not blood related, I see you shoot up and you're like, you cut your fucking hand for me.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I remember that.
Think about 2 black people saying this conversation. It wouldn't happen.
What?
Saying that story. It would not happen.
Oh yeah, you cut your hand. Hey, bro, you better clean that up.
See, I am white.
Well, you're Mexican, but
Oh.
we'll claim white. It's fine.
I'm white.
Yo hablo.
Yeah.
He said, see.
Oh, that's what I should have said.
Yeah.
Not fucking
His ass is white. I think that's the only part of it.
I've never seen Jeff's ass, but I've heard it
Yes,
is
you
very
have.
fucking pale.
Yes, you
Goodness, it's fucking pale.
You have
Allegedly.
definitely seen
It's
that.
very fucking pale.
You're definitely behind me all the time.
Sorry, I'm on top, not the bottom.
I've asked to switch it up, and
It's not the same.
okay, it's not supposed to be the same.
Exactly. That's why I don't do it.
It's supposed to be give and take.
Yeah, I give,
just
you take.
give.
I give, you take.
It's supposed to be give and take from both of us.
If anything, you're the selfish one because you're taking.
I don't want to take. Sometimes I want to give.
Well, talk to your wife about that. Shit.
Yeah, okay. Well, I
Jeff
guess
gets pegged by his wife. All right, guys, this has been Small Minded Boys.
I guess that's it was nice having you on, Tony. See, you didn't even want to do it, but here you are, just laughing the whole time.
You made it a whole hour in before we got
No,
to anything that
I
you didn't
knew
want to
I would
discuss.
have a good time talking with you. It's just that I
And me,
didn't want to
yeah.
bring up the
She didn't want to
whole-
bring into like her fucking my dad.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
obviously that is.
It's
an
because we've already
embarrassing
seen your dad on here.
time. And here's the crazy.
When
thing.
I don't have no idea what he said.
Well,
This
you'll
is
see
my-
the
this is
episode
my-
when it drops.
This is my thing, all right. No kid should ever have to see their fucking parents like ass, dick, whatever, right?
You are infectious with your dad's
Hold on,
dick,
no.
though. You are.
Okay, but where is mine? Where's mine at?
Your wife said you're the fucking lightsaber
She is
on
a
your
damn lie. I
Lego.
promise you, I will literally get hard for you right now.
No,
Put
okay.
it next
Hey,
to
we're cutting it. We're not doing this shit.
No, but hold on.
No.
This is my thing. I've seen my dad butt ass naked. We've seen Tanya's ass. You and I.
I haven't seen Tanya's ass.
Yes, we went through her phone one day.
Is that me?
She said yes.
I don't
She
remember
said
that.
don't. She said don't go up. I was like, oh, why? Oh, and then we both seen her ass.
I don't remember that,
I'm
but it could
pretty
be like
sure
a...
that was a titty pic.
Damn, what? See, I don't remember it. I don't remember the picture.
I don't remember this.
But I know I seen something.
The only thing I remember is her saying, don't go up. And I don't remember seeing anything.
No, we seen it.
I mean, I believe you.
Because we both, like, well, you were kind of like, we had the
This
phone,
was at the house
right?
whenever before they moved to Tennessee or Georgia, right?
No, this was when you're still living
When we were living over in the Heights ourselves.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
So when we had went to Tennessee and came back,
Damn,
before we
dude.
went back to Tennessee.
Yeah.
I've been around longer than I think. So I don't remember that, but it sounds familiar.
Well, this happened at Dad's house.
Yeah, in the basement.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wasn't it like
I don't remember
Thanksgiving
seeing-
when we were over there or
I
some
know,
shit?
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember it was traumatizing.
Well, when somebody tells you don't go through their pictures, don't go through
Maybe,
their
we were
pictures.
sitting
maybe it's tucked in my subconscious then.
Well,
Maybe that's what it
we were
is.
sitting there looking at, I don't even remember why we had your phone. But
I
we were
don't
looking at pictures for a certain reason. It had to have been a certain reason.
There was a reason. I don't remember what the reason was.
You said
but
don't
I
go up.
Don't go up.
And then,
So what's Jeffrey do?
Jeff said, what's up there?
well, the thing is, you tell me not to do something, I'm
You're gonna do
fucking
it.
probably do it.
Don't get on your knees and take my pants off.
Okay. No,
Oh, yeah, anyway.
But my thing was, no kid should see any of that of their parents.
Yeah.
I've seen all of it.
Wow.
Have you ever seen your mom naked?
No.
Pictures?
Nope.
You ever seen your dad naked?
No.
Pictures?
No.
All right. Here
And
I
I kind of
am.
grew up like in a black household though, like even my mom. So it's like we not really like. I'm not allowed to go be nosy. I was nosy once, and I found.
I wasn't nosy. I wasn't being. Well,
No,
not
bitch,
her-
you were because she
hers,
said don't
I was
scroll
being
and you were being nosy.
My dad's laying on the couch like
Yeah,
this,
that's some freaky shit, dude.
butt ass naked.
He's
bro.
doing like the sitting Captain Morgan to
Yes.
shave.
Why
Yeah.
was your dad
He was
sitting
drunk.
Yeah, it's Jeff. Why does he do half the shit?
He was drunk. He probably just got done fucking. He's on the couch.
He needs some fucking now. That's what he needs.
Yeah, he does. Hey, anybody out there that wants it?
Tanya,
Call my
they can
dad.
rekindle.
No.
Oh, damn.
You could be the light
Yeah.
that comes in and saves his life.
Look at you.
He's alive. He ain't dead.
But is he really living?
Is he surviving or is he living?
I don't know what he's doing.
She said, I don't know and I don't care.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Well, here it is.
Tanya
It was good having
and-
you on.
Tanya and Jeff's dad are getting back together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, bro.